Hi, Queen Zaire here with I'mTrulyReady.com, and I actually have a question for you. And my question is, are you doing what you deliberately set out to do in your life? And the reason I'm asking you that question is because if you are not doing what you want to do and you deliberately set out to do, you are failing. Being successful is not really about the money. It's more about doing what you plan to do and what you love to do. If you're a teacher and you get up every morning and you can't wait to get to school to teach those children, every single day, then you are already successful. But if you're getting up and going to a job that you dread and you're moping when you get up in the morning and you're dragging your feet, you can't stand being in the commute, the traffic during your commute, and you're like, oh, I can't stand this job. But maybe you don't like the people at the job, maybe you don't like the boss, or maybe you just don't like what you're doing. If that is the case, you are failing yourself. And the reason I say that is because your heart and your mind are connected. So if you're feeling miserable every single day, you are planting that negative vibe into your mind. But if you was doing something that you really wanted to do, you upbeat, you happy, you ready to go, like me, I love doing real estate and I love doing marketing. So I'm always smiling, and everybody like, oh, are you always laughing and cheerful like this? Yes, I am. I was like this all my life though. And I actually set in myself at 10 years old that I was not going to have a job at 10. Now, I didn't even know the concept of working. My reason actually was because I'm lazy as hell. I do not like getting up in the morning. I still don't. I have like this anxiety type of thing. It's the weird thing about me. I don't know. I'm not your average bear, but I'm like Yogi for real. When I was 10, my mother was waking me up to go to school. And I was like, oh my God. I could wake up. I just didn't like getting out of my bed. Like having to get out of my bed was an issue for me. So I remember laying there and I was like, oh my goodness, I got to get up for the rest of elementary. Then I have to get up for high school. Then I got to get up for college. So once I got to the college, in my mind, I was like, oh, I can't have a job. So I literally said at 10 that I was not going to have a job, and not knowing that what you plant in your mind is really what you grow. So it's like your mind is really literally like the earth, the ground. If you plant any type of seed, that is what you're going to get in return. Now, 2020 is hindsight. I didn't know that at 10. I just knew I didn't want to get up in the morning. Like, I can't stand having to get up. Even to this day, if I have like a doctor's appointment, it's just so weird. If I have like any type of appointment, if I got to go show a house or see a house, I'm like, oh, I got an appointment at 2 o'clock. It's the weirdest thing, but I can't stand having to do something. So I'm like, I got an appointment at 2 o'clock. That means I have to be there at 2 o'clock. Now I'm there, I'm very punctual. I can't stand people being late, but I just hate to have to do something. It's just weird. So at 10, I planted in my mind that I could not have a job. And therefore, I only had one job. And then I quit that job when they tried to tell me what time lunch I could have. Like, it's just crazy. So anyway, if you are living a life where you are dreading going to your job, you are failing yourself. Now, I'm not telling you to quit the job. You should actually be using that job to get to the means, to have a means to an end. So you need to have an end. If you have a goal set that you want to do, plant that goal in your mind. You have to start changing the way you think, because what you how they say what you sow is what you reap. How that saying go? You reap what you sow. Okay. I'm gonna get my mind together. So you reap what you sow. If you're sowing negative vibes, then you're gonna have a negative life. Like, it's really true. The law of attraction is really true. Karma is real. All of these things are real. And so because, like, I don't want to start getting into conspiracy theories, but because the governments of every country are there to dumb us down, we don't realize how precious our minds are and how powerful they are, because of the foods we've eaten from birth. Because even in the incubation stage, our parents were eating the wrong types of foods and feeding it to through the umbilical cord. So we were always fed things that were to dumb us down. And then as we came into the earth, naturally we were part of the elements, but then your environment starts feeding you what it wants to feed you, and it's always like negative things, not things to actually help your mind to grow and become stronger. So now you have to reverse all that you've learned in those 30 years, 20 years, 40 years, 50 years, it doesn't matter however old you are. You've been eating and learning things that were designed to dumb your mind down. So now you have to try to reverse it. And the way to do that first is through positive thinking. I know it sounds corny, but through positive thinking and setting a goal and then creating a plan to get to that goal. I don't care if you do like one little thing every single day to get towards that goal. So why don't you give yourself 30 days? For 30 days, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z every single day. Like someone told me that I post a lot. Yeah, every single day. If I help one person, then I've reached a goal. You know, I've gotten one step closer to the goal. My goal is actually $685 a day. I know it sounds like a lot because I actually had someone from Slovenia, something like that, post on my blog, and he was like, what? Just to get $30 a day is like a lot for them. So I'm like, wow, that's crazy how different countries are. But you have to have your goal set, and then you have to figure out and map out one little thing that you're going to do every day to get towards it. Now stay at your job, because you might need that income. Well, you definitely need the income, but you might need that income to help get you towards that goal. So now let's focus. Let's change our thoughts. Even if you're at the job that you cannot stand, change your thoughts. Just say, okay, I'm going to take it for what it's worth. You know, I'm here for a reason. This does not mean it's the rest of my life. So I'm going to enjoy every moment. And there's going to be people who are negative that's going to come into your cipher. Let it go. You know, woosah, like they say. Just let it go. Let them say whatever they say, and you just keep it moving. But you cannot let those things affect you. So now I want you, again, set your goal, map it out, and do one thing every single day for the next 30 days. Now, this is not Queen Zaire with I'mTrulyReady.com. I appreciate you. I really do appreciate you watching my videos, and I will talk to you later. Bye.